Yo, it's your
Yo,
boy Tally Up, man. I'm here today with my co-host.
yo, I'm freaking neat, man. What's going on, man? Who we got today, Tally? Who we got,
Man, we
dog?
got an 850 legend. I'm talking about a real OG in the city. Somebody been doing this here for, a real long time, bro. And it's a pleasure to have you
For
on today,
real,
man.
for real.
I need everybody to put their hands together, man, for DJ Demp, man. OG, man. Let's put our hands together for
Thank
him,
you,
man.
dog.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, bro.
Yes,
For
sir.
real.
Yes,
What's up,
sir.
man?
For sure. So I'm gonna just jump straight in, man. It's
All right,
like
what we got?
the Demp week has been legendary, right? Are you? Is it still kind of like surreal? How does it still keep going? Like it's just you still your name and just everything you've done.
It
Still
is.
thriving?
It is. It is. I ain't gonna lie, cause a lot of things don't last that long. But I be in the moment of doing it. Like even when it started, it wasn't nothing I planned. Like how a person be like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna make it this. I'm gonna do it to this. I never did that. I came home off tour, and I was celebrating my birthday, and it turned into a celebration.
Wow.
Like a big celebration. I didn't even name it that. That was Vaughn named it. DJ Ace. He the one named it Dent Week. He was like, oh, this is like a Dent Week, because I was the DJ in the clubs pretty much every night of the week. So I'm just celebrating my birthday. I'm celebrating, got the balloons in the club, and
hanging.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just doing that.
Yeah.
And it just turned into a week long festival. After that, people was like, "Yo, you got to do this again, like next week." I'm like, "Man, I'm tired as I don't know. I'm tired as I don't know what. I can't do this next week."
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was like that. So that's really what happened.
That's
It's
what's up.
still like when I post, I say, "Okay, I'm getting ready for 27th annual," and then people be like, "27 years," but for me, I don't even see the 27 because I'm doing it. Like when you in the motion of doing something, you don't really like they say time flies when you're having fun. You don't really realize it. But then after Dent Week, when people start asking me like in April, what's up with Dent Week next year?
Wow.
It's overwhelming
Oh man.
because I know the work that goes into it. A lot of people don't see the work, but my mental be planning Dent Week almost like starting February. I be thinking about I gotta deal with next year.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. It's amazing to know how they even started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People, that's what's up, Tyler. What you got for him, dog?
Man, we gotta take it back though, Demp, man, cause you've been doing this shit for a long time, big bro. So like, when did this journey first start for you, though, big dog? Like when it first took off with you just DJing, being involved with the music industry. You know what I'm saying? When did that kick off?
Man, I was a kid. I was a kid just loving music and getting the speakers out mama living room. The one
Okay.
we had to twist up the back and
Wow.
put the red and black things in the you twist up.
Yeah.
I take the speakers
That was
and take
old
them into the
school.
recreation center, and we have a party in there. Before
Okay.
before turntables, I was doing tape decks.
What age that was? Around
Huh?
like what? 13, 14?
Yeah, I probably about 12.
12,
Probably about
okay.
11. Yeah, about 11,
Damn.
12.
Turning up.
That's
Yeah,
amazing,
just
bro.
have just providing the music, not knowing that I was a DJ. I didn't know I was a
Right,
DJ.
right.
I'm just providing the music. You know what I'm
So-
saying? 'Cause like I said, I didn't have no turntables. 2 tape decks. Fast forward, rewind, make sure you get to the right part of the song.
Right,
Or get to the
right.
next song because it got a little gap in between this song and that song. So it was like that, mixtape era.
Right. You started with the tapes.
Yeah, I started with tapes. I
Okay.
used to be when a tape popped, you go in there get some clear tape, put it over top. You know how to splice the tape, put it back together. You can record over top.
Right.
You can take the little tabs. You put a piece of tissue on the tab to make sure you can record. If it ain't got no thing in it, can't record. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't got no, you know how the little parts.
Yeah, I remember how the
anybody who
tapes
know
is-
about cassettes
Yeah,
know what
I
I'm
remember
talking about.
cassette tapes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
anybody
that.
know? Anybody
Man,
I
know
remember
what
listening
them
to the
tabs?
radio and then hitting record
Hitting
on the
rec-
cassette tape just to
just to catch something
just
from the
to catch
radio.
that, yeah,
Right,
catch that
right,
song on
right.
the radio.
Man.
So that's the era I come up in.
For sure, bro.
Coming from that, bro, like I know you're appreciative just from technology and everything that came up with it. Like your DJing skills actually, when it was COVID, like 2020, and you was to do it live from your crib.
Right.
And I'm talking about you going in. I'm talking about scratching. I'm talking about everything. Just doing like where did that come from? Like who inspired you, like from a DJ standpoint? You know what I mean? Just just scratching and doing all that right there.
I didn't really have an inspiration, to be honest. I didn't have. It was a part of getting into it. Anything that you love, if like me, I have a passion for music.
Yes.
I love music. I come from a background of music. It was a part of the study of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do know right out of high school, I went to the military. Before I went, I had visited my cousin in Jersey, and he's a DJ, older school DJ. He used to scratch. He was trying to show me how to do it. So when I went into military, I used to sit on my bunk and I was like just doing my hand movements of what he had showed me. Like, but that was pretty much it. When I was doing that, I was like, I can't be in this military stuff. I got to get home.
Right.
That was my passion. So
right,
I can't, so practicing in the house, in your bedroom, is where I really learned how to scratch and all that stuff. I was just doing it. I didn't really have an inspiration. I wasn't looking up to no other DJ like this. I want to be like him.
Right.
I wasn't doing that. This is what I want to do, and that's what I put my focus in, day in and day out.
That's what's up. That's inspiring, dog. For real.
And you've been around for a long time, Demp. So how has the Tally, nightlife has changed over the years since you first kicked off? Like, how has the nightlife changed?
It's changed a lot. One of the main reasons why it's changed a lot is because social media played a large part in changing the nightlife. Because back in the day, you just knew where you were supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like that. But now with social media, people can give you so many different directions of where you can go and what you can do. A person could post a flyer tomorrow, now you know about a house party on the west side, you know what I'm saying, or on the north side. Back in the day, we knew we was going to the moon, or we knew we was going, you know what I'm saying, wherever it was, you had your specific days because we passed our flyers. So that's what a person knew.
Promo game.
Yeah, the promo game was heavy.
Yeah.
We passed our flyers. You couldn't, if other than that, you weren't gonna be able to touch the city that fast.
Wow.
So we had already embedded it. So when I was doing Wednesday nights at the Moon, it was almost stated that this is, if you home board in your mind, everybody's at the Moon right now.
Right.
I ain't had to be on social media talking about come out, we lit, all that stuff. You ain't had to do all that. A person just knew. So it's a little bit different now. Technology has made it a gift and a curse because you can get stuff out fast, or a person can go live and ain't nobody in your venue and they can show people to stay home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Person be like, I ain't going there, don't even look lit. I ain't going to that.
Right. So, just to piggyback off Tyler's question, like, how do you feel about Tallahassee's, music scene? From, obviously you and others, Payne, Bobby, Boston, Lil Tyler, like, how you feel about the city, just musically right now?
I love it, man. To be honest, I love it, and it just shows that we have talent here. You know what I'm saying? It shows that we have talent, and for me, that's a major thing. And it don't matter, like, it's not the fact that you have to come behind a Demp, you know what I'm saying? Or it don't have to be Demp co-sign me or whatever. It's just doing. I be saluting all them cats, you know what I'm saying? So when they pop out, because sometimes I don't see them. I'm still managing DJ Demp, so I might be on the road. But I see somebody pop off, like they introduced me to Lil Tyler. You know what I'm saying? They were like, yo, we got this little cat in the city. I ain't never seen him do no artist showcase. I ain't never seen him. I might have met him probably some years earlier, but I never really seen that. So when you able, that's why when they say, when the artists be complaining about, the DJ, man, he ain't played my record, and he trying to hold me back. You can't blame no DJ for your success. Your success comes from you. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a proven fact. A lot of them cats ain't have to come through me to get on. They ain't have to come through me. I ain't hold nobody back. But I love seeing it because it just shows that we have talent in the city, and then when they get on, they just bring more shine to the city, and it also can help other artists let them know that it's possible. Because a lot of them be feeling like, oh, I'm in Tally, I can't do nothing from Tally because Tally this. They always be trying to downplay Tally.
They do.
But nah, it ain't got nothing to do with that, man. It's about your talent.
Right.
It ain't about Tally.
That's what's up.
That's real.
That's real. Y'all pay attention to that, man.
So, you know what I'm saying? We just keep on diving.
Yes, sir.
So you've been doing this for a minute. What do you feel like so far? What has been your biggest accomplishment so far? Cause bro, your catalog crazy.
It's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Oh,
Like,
that's
if you
crazy.
look on
That's
your
a
Instagram,
question.
bro, you know what I'm saying? You be around some of the most biggest famous people.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Done did some. So what's like the biggest one though, that you feel personally?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I can't, because there's so many dynamics to it. Like, if we really dug into this podcast, y'all would be sitting here with blankets and everything. We'd be going, no, I'm telling you, because it could go that long.
Right,
like,
right,
it don't
right.
stop. And I sometimes I don't realize until I go back and just sit here and think about the beginning of my career all the way through, all the different. There's probably not been as many DJs who's DJ for as many artists as I have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've DJed for so many different people. It don't matter whether it was Juvenile, Lil Flip, David Banner, Trick Daddy, Trina, 8 Ball MJG, MC Light. You know, just like I've been rolling with these cats, and so for me it's like seeing all these different areas of the world. Everybody's different. Every artist is different. So I've done that. Then I performed with some of the big dogs. Like I performed with Jay-Z before.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? In New Orleans. I was DJing for Juvie, but Jay-Z and Juvie was on the same ticket.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the Easter. They do an Easter festival every year. And so it was one of those things. But I really came, man, the biggest moments, probably the biggest moment that I could say to date is on my birthday this year, I got the key to the city.
Biggest
Major.
accomplishment. Y'all
You know
hear
what I'm
that?
saying? That's
Biggest accomplishment.
It's a statement, and it means a lot because they don't just get those out. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
You have to be putting in some type of work or something for a long period of time, and you have to be bringing something to your city for some reason. It has to be something that they give you a key to the city. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of the ones. I had already had a few proclamations, and you know, I had already had my own week. I'm the only DJ in the world that has his own official week.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Like in the world. So
Amazing.
that's
Come on,
another
man.
thing.
That's major,
Probably one of
bro.
the only people in the world actually
Oh,
to have, you know, everybody get a day. Somebody
sure.
got this day. Somebody got 2 days. Somebody got,
Right.
but I'm the only person that has a week.
That's crazy. That's
So
crazy.
it's like I don't know, man. I just don't be. I don't see it.
Right.
Other people have to be like, yo, Demp, you know you da. I just be doing so much. I just do.
Right.
I don't never be paying attention.
That's what's up, big dog. We here to give you flowers. No.
I appreciate
that.
that.
For real,
I
bro.
definitely
What
appreciate
you
it.
done is serious, and you know, I heard you say something. You know, the artists, a lot of artists, bro, they put you in the seat, just because they feel like, you know, you be a gatekeeper here for 850, and they
Right.
like, you know, I've been in the meetings, dog. I know how it kind of not really bashes you to a point, but it make you say, oh, they ain't playing my stuff. They don't want to help. No. How does that make you? Do you hear it but don't hear it, or do you?
I don't pay attention.
Right.
I don't pay attention to it because I know that it's all a narrative
Right.
of your feelings. When you get in your feelings and you start expressing your feelings around other people, that's not a good look. You can make up anything you want to say about why you not popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could blame it on anybody, but you can't really blame me for your. It's not a funnel. It's not like everybody that comes here to say, well, Demp, who's next? Or Demp, who, you know, or who should we pick next? And I'm like, okay, well, we got these people. Let me pick this person right here to come out next. Oh, here you go.
Right.
It's not like that.
Right.
I don't have no control over what you do. Just like you don't have no control over what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't blame nobody for what I can't do or what I am doing. I don't blame nobody. I just, like I said, I'm a doer. I just get up and I work hard every day. If I see something that if I see somebody doing something that I feel like is dope, you know what I'm saying? It might inspire me. Ain't never no hate.
Right.
It might inspire me. If I see a hater and I see that they trying to block something I got going, it's just gonna make me go harder. Right. I'm not gonna even address the situation. I'm not gonna go on social media. I learned a long time ago, don't take nothing to the internet because you bring people in that ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on.
Right.
So I leave. I learned never to be like, oh man, a hater just did. No, you can't blame no hater for nothing. Just stand on it, and whatever stones people throw at you, take that and build your house.
Amen.
And so that's what I do. I don't pay attention to none of that stuff. I be too busy. I fly too much So I'm in the air. If you ever above the clouds, you can't see what's going on the ground level.
Okay.
Right.
And that's why I like to be up there with no turbulence.
That's real.
That's just kind of how I move.
That's real.
I feel that.
I love that, man.
I feel
You got
that.
one talent.
Yeah, man. So out of all the shows and the different artists you done DJ for, who do you feel like put on the best show though? Like what artist put on that gas show for you?
Man.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
man.
gotta talk about it, then, cause boy, you done been around
Man.
the best, bro.
I'm
You
gonna
know
tell
what
you.
I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna tell you who. See, it's a lot of different. It's different
Okay.
because everybody got their different styles.
Right.
One of the Juvenile.
Juvie, the great,
Listen,
baby. Shout out to Juvie.
I done did so many shows with Juvie.
Juve.
That's my brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like real deal.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You know, he puts on a show.
Yes, sir.
He has a catalog.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
talking about
cra-
Demp.
Crazy.
He got a catalog that's crazy. You know what I'm
Demp.
saying?
Yeah.
That boy got Demp, though.
I've been saying he got Demp up there with him. I know it's gonna be. I mean, you gonna turn
Come
him
on,
up.
man.
Even without me.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes I go out there because Corey, his brother, you know, does his music when I'm not on the road with him, or sometimes when I'm out, Corey still might be doing his stuff, but yeah, he just has a catalog, and he has those songs when they come on, especially if you know his catalog, they all hit different. That's that Cash Money era.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, he's one, David Banner. David Banner got so much energy. It's crazy when you see him perform.
Damn.
Like, David Banner came, we did a show at the Moon, and he was hanging out the rafters in the ceiling. No, I'm dead serious. Like,
Hey, I
he
ain't gonna
just-
lie. That's
he likes
somebody
to
I've been
climb-
anxious to meet.
Yeah,
I
he
ain't gonna lie.
climbs to the top of whatever he can find. Like, David is just different. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's a lot of people, and I have some people that's laid back.
Yeah.
Lil Flip real laid back. So his shows was like real chill, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah. Jeezy another one. Jeezy kind of laid back, but his catalog so crazy.
Right.
So when people hear him perform, yes, you know. But yeah, man, that's Juvie probably on my top when it comes to performers that really know how to engage and get the energy
That's
out the
amazing.
crowd. Yeah.
Shout out Juvie the Great, man.
Yeah.
For real, man. So I want to take it back a little bit, the Ghost Town DJs era. How did you even get affiliated? Like, how did that happen, bro? Like,
Man, it was the head of Ghost Town DJs is Cool Collie, and he knew Vaughn Wilson, who was DJ Ace, who I said who gave me the name for Demp Week, and we already had a group. We had a group called Southside Pride, and I had a record on that album, and a song I did, a song I was on the album, but they was looking for. They need to reform and have a group, Ghost Town DJs, because once my boo dropped, it started going crazy. And so he knew Vaughn. Vaughn was like, yeah, I already got, a group, because we had to start touring. So then we became the Ghost Town DJs. There was a few of us in the group. Then we toured for a while, but then some people came home. When the people came home, it was like, I was one of the ones, me and another girl, we was one of the ones that actually stayed. That they was like, this is who we want to be the Ghost Town DJ. This is who it is. Keto, her name Keto, yeah. So she was out with me, and then two other girls. If you look you'll see we performed. We have our first TV appearance. We performed on.
I just seen it the other night. Was it MTV? Oh no, it was.
We performed on BET.
BT.
I don't know why I'm watching the performance right now.
Yeah, me too.
Teen Summit. We performed on Teen Summit. That was Ghost Town DJ. That was the girl who sings the record, who voice you hear on the record.
Okay.
That was her, and the girl who sang the second part of it. Then Keto had on a jersey, the blue jersey like me.
Right.
She was one of the girls from the original group Southside Pride, and then it was me, and I'm the actual DJ of Ghost Town DJs.
Oh my God.
So that's why I carried the name for as long as it was, even when nobody else wasn't saying Ghost Town, was because I was actually the DJ of Ghost Town DJs, and that's just what it was.
That's just what it was.
Yeah, so
Damn,
you know,
dog,
it was
that's
cool.
an amazing story, dog. That's a good story, man.
Real
It's
good
a
shit.
blessing, man. You know,
Yeah.
I don't get no production credits. I ain't make the beat. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I'm a member of the group.
Yeah,
If you look on
right, good.
Wikipedia, you gonna see my name. When you
That's
see when JD shout us out, JD gonna say my name.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's true, bro.
Damn.
Man, we just gonna keep on diving, man.
all right.
So you ever thought about, over all the years you've been DJing, you ever thought about like hosting your own project or coming up with your own project, like somewhat like a DJ Khaled do?
Like what? Like a mix, like an artist for artists and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
I tried that before.
Yeah.
I tried it before. Matter of fact, you might have been in the mix of when I
Okay.
tried that
I remember,
before,
I
right?
remember,
I did this thing with Demp Week, and I said I wanted to do a Demp Week locals only
I remember.
mixtape that I wanted to showcase our talent. And I asked all these artists, I said, I just need one song from you. From every person, I just need one song. I said, it could be one verse, it could be whatever, I just need one song, and I'm going to put this thing out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't going to be an album, it was going to be a mixtape. And I wanted to do that to showcase what we had. We've done showcase like TJ, for instance, TJ has done before where they've done a showcase, and then the artists off the showcase, they put together a compilation mix of everybody who performed that song that they performed. But I wanted something different. I wanted it for Demp Week. And, I didn't get but one song.
Yep.
I didn't get but one song, bro.
That's crazy.
I asked so many different artists to send me their music, and I didn't get but one song. And so it can't be me. I'm not the gatekeeper. I was going to actually use my money to put that out to showcase the talent that we had in the city. Right. And I was going to do it for Demp Week. It was going to be like a Demp Week compilation, because I used to do the Demp Week soundtrack. So that's what it was going to be. So my Demp Week soundtrack every year was hosted by a different artist. I've had Yo Gotti host the Demp Week soundtrack. I had, I don't know if y'all remember when Jeezy them first dropped Block from Block ENT. I had Block host one that was so dope.
Yep.
Like I Lil Flip hosted one before. Yep. Like over the years I had a Demp Week soundtrack, and that was the year I came out and said I want the Demp Week soundtrack with all of the artists in Tallahassee. And I asked for songs because I wanted special songs. I wanted them to at least say my name, like come up with a verse and say my name in a song.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Put my name in a verse. Just because I had heard it, like B.O.B. for instance. B.O.B. has a song with Big Boy called Shoes for Running, and they say Demp Week in the song.
Right.
I've had Rick Ross, he hosted one, Rick Ross said my name in the song. He was like, he said something about sitting down two tables like DJ Demp. Then he remixed, I don't know, y'all remember OJ the Juice Man.
Yeah,
why am I saying? Yeah, OJ the that song right there.
Yeah.
So if Ross got a record, it's strictly about DJ Demp and Demp Week.
Right.
With that record, you know what I'm saying? Right. This was like mixtape days when Lil Wayne was flipping songs.
Right.
So he got one of those. So I had that on my mixtape, but I wanted, and it just inspired me to say, yo, you know what? I want the same thing from our artists, and let me push them.
That's what's
up. No, I ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't getting nothing. So that was gonna be the project.
Damn. That's crazy, bro.
Man. So going back through the Demp Weeks, do you have a most memorable Demp Week? Just that you could think of was just like it was.
Some of them blurs. You gotta think I'm going on 27 years.
Yeah.
Some of them blurs. Some of them I can remember. I remember when it started. I do remember the first one, George Clinton, the OG, landed the mothership on my birthday. Came through. I remember when before T-Pain blew, Nappy Boys, they performed. They came out and did their thing on one arm. I had Twister, I had Lil Flip, David Banner on one of like my stage. I started that. I ain't talking about like radio station summer jam shit. I'm talking about like a person's birthday party.
Oh man.
I started that birthday party shit with multiple artists.
Oh man.
Like used to see my stage and I have like, these are all my homies. Right. You know what I'm saying? These are all my homies, all people I was touring with or people I knew. It could be Shawty Low. Matter of fact,
I could imagine what
Future was on the stage at my birthday bash before anybody knew who Future was, because he came with Rocco. I didn't even know Future was up there until I met him a year later. And he was like, I was at your birthday bash last year. I was up there with Rocco. I was in the corner. I went, because this was before Tony Montana.
Right, okay.
He was up there just standing, waiting his turn. He used to be with Rocco, and that was Rocco protege. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, Future was on. Like, I done had so many different people come through my stage.
Right.
And they used to be, the way my birthday bash used to be is I would be DJing, and you wouldn't know who coming. I would just be on there. I come out, and I start dropping records. First I'm DJing for the club, and I say, I got somebody y'all want to hear, and I drop a record. And when I drop the record, they'll come from out the back and surprise the crowd. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't never have to advertise who was coming because the party was already crazy. People was already coming for the birthday bash. So it just used to be, nobody would know who popping out. Matter of fact, that was almost like how Payne did his birthday bash at the Civic Center. It was like, welcome to the crib, and you ain't know who was coming out. That's how my birthday bash used to be. Everybody used to come pop out and just have a good, and they wouldn't necessarily come out for a concert. They'll come out and do like 1 or 2 songs, and then they'll stand off to the side, and they'll still be on stage when the next person come from out the back. And I just drop another record, and I'm DJing for everybody. It wasn't no switch up. It wasn't nobody bringing their own DJs. It wasn't nobody. I was a DJ, and this was my live show. And when I drop these records, they coming out the back.
That's right.
It was like you get to see me DJing live. Yeah. And the artists, you get to see them live. Damn. So that's how I had it set up. And so that used to be the way it was. I've had, like I said, some memorable moments. Shawty Low done been hit the stage. Yeah. Flo Rida came one year. He shipped the Bugatti up here. That was the first time a Bugatti was ever in Tallahassee. He let me hold the Bugatti. I'm driving it around town. Yeah. People ain't know. They like, what the what?
I remember that shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that type of stuff. I done had, Trina always here. That's my sister.
So that was Flo Rida's Bugatti. That wasn't Payne Bugatti.
No, that was Flo Bugatti. Yeah, that was the white one I had Demp Week. That was Flo Bugatti. I had Flo Rida before anybody, like I had Keisha K.O. here. That was before she what's his name was still locked up at the time. But Keisha K.O. was here. That's like family. Trina was here that year. Like I had a bunch of people in the city. But yeah, Flo said when I come up, I'm bringing everything. He brought the Ferraris. He brought the Bugatti. So everybody, all the people out of this camp, they were driving different stuff. I had Gotti here one time. Gotti shipped his vehicles down here. That was the first time I took Gotti through the hood. So we had the drop top Phantom. And we was riding through the hood. We went all on Lake Bradford. We went all,
They all had their Letterman's jackets on. And
yeah.
At the new fan.
So I done had some memorable moments, man, and it's so many of them that
That's hard, bro.
Did it? Like I said, we could be in this thing all night. We just talk about different ones, and but that's what it is.
That's what's up, dog. That's what's up. What you got for us?
Man, I see you got a good relationship with DJ Drama and a lot of other just, key figures in the music industry. Can you kind of express on how, establishing and maintaining good relationships in the industry is critical?
It's important, man, because your network is your network.
That's right.
And it's all about connections, and it's all about being able to not necessarily call in a favor, but if you need to, you have somebody you can call, and everybody got their own standalone right, legendary aspect about themselves, and so it's always good. You gotta keep a good clean face in the game. You gotta make sure you ain't fucking over people. You gotta make sure you're doing good business. You know what I'm saying? Standing on your business. I come from the era of your word is bond. So when you tell somebody something, you stand on it. You know what I'm saying? A person shouldn't have to be thinking if you're gonna cross them or whatever. But not everybody had that same mentality. You know what I'm saying? Right. Snakes forever. Right. You learn about that. I always deal with. I make sure I'm paying attention to people I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And I just rock with them, and they know when I come around. If you keep it 100. They know when you come around, Demp 100. You know what I'm saying? They already know that. So they going to speak highly of you, and they people going to understand when you pull up, oh, yeah, that's a stand-up dude. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to watch who you have around you, because people who you have around you can almost damage your relationship with people depending on what they do.
Right.
So I just learned to, man, just be 100 and watch how you move, because you got to be accountable for yourself, how you do. Make sure you don't put nobody in no harm's way. Right. If anybody come to Tallahassee, they know they're in good hands. Right. Period.
Right.
That's real.
You rolling with the mayor.
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's the name they gave me. I ain't never give myself that name. That's the name. That's the name the industry gave me that name.
Hey, man, you
for
just
real,
like
man.
that. Who can have all these people come to their bash like this and just give us a whole night? We don't even know who coming from the back. We don't know who coming.
And you legendary, man. You gotta wear it. You feel me?
I appreciate it. It's a blessing, though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't take none of it for granted.
That's real.
Because it's not. And that's why it'd be hard for me to do podcasts and stuff, because it's hard for me to. I get into the motion, but it's really hard for me to talk about all the stuff that I've done, because I don't never want to feel like I'm, like, not really like you bragging, but just, I don't know, it feels weird just saying it, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's all true, it ain't fabricated, but it just, for me, it just feels weird talking about yourself. I don't know what it is.
Probably because you want to do more and keep more.
Yeah, because I don't feel, I the way I even move, like, people be like, yo, you ain't supposed to be letting people have that much connection to you and all that. And I move around just like it's a normal day. I don't be tripping. I ain't got my the big head or nothing.
You do.
I love what I do, and one thing about it though, I say, you're never gonna stop saying congratulations.
Right.
If you're because I'm gonna keep giving you something to congratulate about.
That's real.
I'm gonna keep doing it. You're gonna come up as a new deal. I got the Remy deal.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see that.
Yeah.
I just got another situation with a grant for Demp Week. I'm always be dropping something, because you got to put that good energy out there. I do that every morning. Put that good energy out there, and you're gonna get it back.
That's real.
That's true, bro.
That's real, man. My last and final question. It's kind of like 2 parts. I could take it back. For me, I always seen you rolling, like, you by yourself. Like, you don't really do too much as far as, like you say, just putting it in their face. That you could, but you really don't. I remember you brought Dolph. Man.
Yeah, Dolph. That's.
You know what I mean? And when you brought him to the studio, that opened up, things. And I want to appreciate you. And thank you for that. That was just that's like light work for you. But like, how do you always maintain that composure? You know what I'm saying? Like that, just your posture, just how you move. Like how did that develop just from watching others, how they move at the best, or like that's just you?
Nah, it's just me. I don't know. It's I don't know if it's the Capricorn stuff, Capricorn. I don't know if it's that. I don't know. I mean, they say sometimes on Zodiacs you have your certain demeanors, but I'm just a laid back, chill dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't do too much. I'm not real loud. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm provoked, then I'll be loud. But but I'm real laid back and chill, and like I say, even with the Dolph situation, when Dolph came, he riding around the city with me. He not gonna come just rock with anybody. So when he want to go to the mall, he like, damn, let's roll. We're gonna roll to the mall. But he feel like he in good hands because he in the city, so he ain't tripping. We hanging all out. We sitting outside of Leola's. Yeah. The picture of us sitting out there with he on his phone, I'm on my phone. We just vibing. When a person feels comfortable, they like that. That's why Gotti was able to ride through the city with the drop top and not really feel like. When you go to somebody's city, you want to feel like you with the person who can make sure you good.
Right.
And so they know what it is, and they also pay attention too.
That's real. That's right.
So because they pay attention, they know how I roll. They know they ain't with no snake or no fuck boy. You know what I'm saying? They know what it is.
That's real.
And I just
that's what it is.
You got to make sure you making sure. And I'm always looking out for other people. That's another thing. People know I don't really be asking for nothing.
Right.
I'm always making sure somebody's straight. That's really where it comes from. I'm always the one who I done burnt relationships trying to make sure somebody else straight.
That's the worst.
Or doing stuff for somebody, trying to make sure this person's straight, and this person done got me in a situation where I'm like, because I'm always trying to make sure other people win. I feel like when you bless others. That's right. And I'm always doing that. Always. Like, and it don't stop.
It don't stop.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's really like where it come from.
Okay.
I believe in that, and I'm just laid back. I'm a laid back, cool dude. Like I really don't ask for much.
Right.
And I'm just trying to make sure everybody's straight. Positive energy, positive vibes only.
Very inspiring, dog. That's
I appreciate it.
For real, for real.
I definitely appreciate it.
We're going to wrap it up after this one, Demp. My last and final question is with all the experience that you got in the game, you know, with all the connections, man, have you ever thought about starting your own label?
Now, I mean, people have asked me multiple times. They be like, "Yo, start your." It's a lot of work in that.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and then it's a lot of that dealing with artists who really don't understand, and they want you to do everything for them. They want to be babysitted. They want to, like I said, no accountability. They want to take. They put it on their manager. You ain't doing this for me. You ain't but that ain't your manager's job. Your job, the manager's job is to manage what you have.
Right.
It ain't the, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have something going on.
Something.
You might not even need a manager. You think you do, but you ain't got nothing to manage. You know what I'm saying? Just because you can rap a little bit, that don't call for you to have no manager. So,
Yeah.
for me, it's like I ain't never really get into that.
Okay.
I'm trying to get no label. I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't know. It just ain't.
No,
you know,
right?
I'm too focused on managing myself and making sure that I'm still doing what I do. Cause this shit is a job. It ain't
Right.
It's so many. There's so many younger DJs that want to come in and they want to take your spot. Some of them don't. Some of them don't have a respect for, like, I'm gonna come up under the OG and let him show me the way. Right. Some of them really just want to push you out the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that want to push you out the way too. There's a lot of, like, you deal with it. You deal with the people who really seen you winning too long that they want to just try to do their own thing or overthrow you.
Man.
And you got to be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful every day that somebody trying to make you look like you ain't really doing what you're supposed to be doing. So that's why I say I just focus on me. I be having my tunnel vision on. I don't worry about what nobody else got going on, because that don't concern me. Even if I see what they got going on, I'm not going to speak on it. I'm just going to do what I do. Because you ain't going to never catch the hate out of me. I ain't got no hate in my blood. Right. I'm focused. So when I do my next thing, then you be like, damn, this dude ain't going to stop. This dude ain't going to stop. And I'm moving at my own pace.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? I'm moving, you know.
I got one more too for you, though, too, Demp, not to cut you off.
Oh, no, you good.
Man, this is something that I always wanted to ask, like, all the big DJs. Because, you know, Taylor got a couple, you know, big-name DJs. How do you guys feel about, like, just the ownership of some of these nightclubs, though? Like, what do you think it's going to take for us to, like, really come together and, like, start buying up some of these nightclubs, man?
You can do it. You can do it, but you also have to understand what you're doing, right? And that's the problem. It's not just buying a nightclub. When you buying a nightclub, there's a lot that go into that. You have a lot of responsibility. You have to understand that you probably ain't gonna be making money at some point in time, and you're gonna be paying everybody else just because that's what comes with it. And I know this because I grew up in a nightclub. I grew up in the Moon. I was in the Moon before I was old enough to get in the Moon. I was in there. So I've seen the ins and outs all the way up to right now. I'm pretty much a manager, partner, and, you know, I hold the keys. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who make a lot of the decisions.
Right.
And that's because I've been there for so long. You know what I'm saying? The owner, me and the owner, like, that's my right hand, and he trusts my decision. You can't even book the Moon unless you go through me.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So for that, I've seen so much, and I understand what goes into it. So if you want to own it, and I'm not saying you can't, anybody could do it, but if you do it, you got to do it right.
Right.
The reason why the Moon has been established for over 38 years is because he goes by the book. It ain't about tonight. It's about tomorrow. It's about next month. You know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful of your patrons. You got to be mindful of how people come into your building. You got to be mindful of the employees. You got to be mindful of your bills. You know what I'm saying? You can't take your money and spend it on go shopping and all that. You got to make sure you recycle your money back into your building and make your building better. You got to make sure you got clean bathrooms. You got to make sure you got adequate AC. You got to make sure, you know what I'm saying? The paint ain't peeling off the walls. Like, all kind of stuff that you have to put your money back. And if you don't have that sustainability, then you might well not even get into the nightclub business, because it ain't just about throwing no party. You got 7 days a week. You probably ain't gonna throw a party but 2 of them. Right. So what you gonna do on the other days? You know what I'm saying? Wow. What your building gonna do? Some clubs, if you notice, some clubs, they don't even be open during the week. You ride, and I'm only comparing this to the moon because I be there and I understand what a real working situation is. You ride past the moon tomorrow, you might see it might be Tuesday, and you're gonna see a bunch of cars. You be like, what the hell the moon got going on Tuesday? That's because he understands that it's not even just a nightclub, it's a venue. And you have to be able to sustain your venue, because if not, you're gonna drown yourself in bills.
Man.
You gotta know about the ASCAP, BMI. You gotta know that you pay them when people play in your club. You have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know this. You gotta know that you paying a monthly fee just to have DJs in your establishment.
Oh man.
Because them people got to get paid off of the music you play.
Okay.
All that stuff plays a part.
Oh man.
It's a lot that goes into it. So me, I don't want that stress.
Okay.
Right.
But I'm not saying nobody else don't. If you really want to get into it, get into it. But you better know the ins and outs. Don't just think I'm gonna open up. Don't look at a promoter and say, oh man, they just had 1,000 people at their thing. I know they made this amount of money. I want to open up a nightclub because I'm gonna do the same thing.
That's right.
Nah, because it ain't always gonna be sweet.
That's real.
It ain't always gonna be sweet. It's gonna be some days you're gonna put out a lot of money and you ain't gonna get no return.
Man,
And I know that because I done had some days where I done lost some bags.
Yes, sir.
But I done won more than I done lost.
Amen, man.
So, you know.
That's
Dropping
real.
gems, man.
That's
Hey,
real,
man.
man.
We had a great time, dog.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
what's up,
man.
man.
Great
I'm
conversation,
glad y'all
man.
had me.
Great conversation.
Real.
Great conversation,
Real.
man.
Thank you for coming, man. We thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
for coming.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt.
man. We're
no
gonna
doubt.
sign off on that one, man. DJ Demp, man. Welcome to the crib, bro.
To the crib.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for having me at the crib, man.
You know
Appreciate
it, dog.
Wes, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yes,
Y'all
sir,
already know,
man.
Shout out to y'all.
Yes, sir.
So.